Madam Speaker, Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable Leader of Opposition, Honourable Cabinet Ministers, Honourable Member of Parliament, and all those listening from the comfort of their home, good evening. Madam Speaker, I rise to thank Honourable Minister for Economy and his team for the presentation of 2017 and 2018 budget that was presented to the Parliament on Thursday, 29 June 2017. It is an all-inclusive and forward-thinking budget that is beneficial for ordinary citizens of Fiji. Madam Speaker, this includes budgetary provisions to complete rehabilitation work as a result of tropical cyclone Winston. Madam Speaker, I will focus my contribution to this August House on the highlight of my ministry's allocations for the Maritime Safety Authority of Fiji, MSAF, Government Saving Services, Department of Work, and Department of Transport Planning. Maritime Safety of Fiji, Madam Speaker, plays a pivotal role in discharging its regulatory functions covering maritime safety, maritime enforcement, and prevention of maritime pollution. For the 2017-2018 budget, MSAF will receive an operational grant of $1.145 million in the budget. MSAF will also receive technical assistance of $222,259. This technical assistance is primarily for advice of ship operations, maintenance, and naval architecture. Madam Speaker, Government Saving Services, GSS, has been allocated the further $8.1 million to complete the purchase of a new multi-purpose vessel. This will significantly enhance our ability to maintain our aid to navigations. The ship will also have a small hospital facilities to provide health care to our maritime communities. This includes the ability to undertake minor surgery. I am pleased to inform this House that the progress of the multi-purpose vessel is ahead of schedule, and our preliminary advice from the shipbuilders indicates that the ship will reach Fiji shores as early as March 2018, subject to continuing good progress of the shipbuilding. GSS will continue to improve its existing fleet, and $1.01 million has been allocated for the upgrade of government shipping vessels. Madam Speaker, while adding our vessel numbers, it is important that we have appropriate berthing facilities to ensure that our vessels are berthed in safe and controlled environment. In this regard, $1.175 million has been allocated for the completion of government wharf upgrade and $0.5 million for the construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion at the government of Tuvalu Bay. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, the department will receive an allocation of $400,000 for the purchase of standby generator to ensure stable electricity supply during period of disrupted power supply at GSS wharf. Madam Speaker, the Department of Work is comprised of 3 divisional engineering units. This is the only engineering arms of government and is responsible for building, operating, maintaining, and upgrading of government buildings, quarters, and electrical services. In the 2017-2018 budget, the department will receive an allocation of $500,000 to continue to provide electricity to rural government stations such as Lakemba, Vunisea, Nambualu, and the construction of new powerhouse in Rotuma. Madam Speaker, to ensure that proper maintenance and upgrading are carried out of the deteriorating government building throughout Fiji, $1 million has been allocated for rehabilitation and upgrading of elements of public building such as flooring tile, polishing, mosquito netting, mosquito screenings, lightnings, and other carpentry works. $0.5 million has been allocated for the upgrading of water supply and sewage line in selected location in the 3 divisionals specifically for government facilities. Madam Speaker, the Department of Transport Planning is committed to ensure that citizens and visitors in Fiji have access to safe, affordable, and efficient and environmentally friendly transport system. In ensuring the availability of efficient transport data for better planning and policy advice, $500,000 has been allocated for the Fiji National Transport Database and Household Travel Survey. Madam Speaker, to complement the transport planning data and household travel survey, the ministry has been allocated a budget of $58,000 for transport software license. The money is allocated is to allow for subscription fee hosting services, purchase of new equipment, backup services, and other related costs. This will allow transport policymakers and planners to collaborate data to better gauge its travel behavior pattern for the population in terms of passenger and flight movement and their impact on carbon emissions. Madam Speaker, the main objective of government shipping franchise service is to introduce the shipping service to service uneconomical sea routes to maritime islands which would otherwise be unserviced. The movement of cargo and passenger through the government shipping franchise service is essential in the economical linkage between these uneconomical routes. In 2015, this service were provided by 6 private vessel operators and 5 in 2016. The government shipping franchise service, which includes 70 ports of call to 9 routes, is vital for the provision of service. In 2015, approximately 14,917 passengers and 8,320 tons of cargoes were moved, and in 2016, approximately 17,186 passengers and 6,636 tons of cargo were moved respectively. The frequency of service has increased from 10 trips in 2015 to 14 trips per month to date. That shows, Madam Speaker, that more people are mobiling now. You see the 14 trips per month to date. In order to successfully provide these services, government has provided budgetary allocation of $2.3 million. The vessel operators engage through an open tender process to ensure that efficient and effective service are provided. Madam Speaker, with this vote, I support 2017 budget. Thank you, Madam Speaker.